All right, so if we finished all of that, then we should be able to hit the ball around the screen using our various sensors. So you want to go ahead and test it and see that it actually works. So yeah, I can move it that way. I can move it upward to the left. I can move it that way. I can move it down. And I can move it down to the right corner, move it, and then bam, I got a goal. Okay, so that's the way that your game should look. And um, let's see now. What we want to do is prevent this problem that I see. So let's say the ball gets to the far end like that. Using our sensing sprites, we cannot get the ball off of that side. Okay, so there's different ways to solve this problem, and one of the ways is to have an out of bounds, and if the ball goes out of bounds, then you throw in the ball to the player. But we only have one player on each team here, so that's not going to work. Another way that we can solve the problem is to limit the ball's movement to within the field, so that if the ball's at the edge, your player is still able to go down and under and kick the ball back into play. And that's the technique that we're going to use here. Okay, so let's go ahead and see how that's going to get done. Basically, we need to go to the ball sprite, and let's get a new event, and we could say when backdrop switches to field. It's the same as this when backdrop switches to field. Right? And we're going to go to control and go forever, and we're going to check. Right? Check does the ball go past this line right here? And what is that line? Let's say 140 on the Y. Do you see that? 140 on the Y. So we're going to say if it is the ball's Y position, so we go to motion and we say if the Y position is greater than 140, then we're going to set the Y position to 140. That's going to prevent the ball from touching the top edge. And so if I double click on that to activate, or I guess I'll play the game again, and you'll see I'm going to head the ball up towards the north, but it's not going to let me get up to the north, right? And I could still, even if it's the farthest up north that it can possibly go, I could still get to the top of the screen and kick it back down, right? And so yeah, so that's what we're going to do there, and we have to go ahead and set the boundaries for the right side of the screen, the left side of the screen, and the bottom of the screen. And just one thing that you want to keep in mind when you're setting the boundaries for the ball is that you need the player to be able to get up and above the ball. Okay, so that's when you know that you set a good boundary. So you see that I can still kick the ball back down. So that's a perfect boundary. And so when we go ahead and set the next one, you want to choose a number here where it gives the player enough space to get the ball back into play. So good luck with that.